Hello, I'm Gabriel. I'm a journalist and a scholar. I can't help but think deeply about the issues plaguing the world. The most recent topic tormenting my mind is the divide between young and old. The generation gap. The past few months, I've been traversing the nation, speaking to the seasoned and the fledgling, exploring their beliefs, politics, and hobbies, to find out if it really is true that those born in different time periods can't see eye to eye. To do this, I had to delve into their respective worlds. First, I met with Betty, a World War II veteran living in a retirement house in Falmouth, Cornwall.
The Conservatives have put a triple lock on pension, and they've kind of...
Well, I'm very comfortable. Yeah. My pension, I don't mind telling you. I think, and free buses, free television. I mean, free heating in the winter. No, we're very well looked after here.
So, what do you think about how our lot have turned out? Our age?
I love every one of you.
Yeah.
Oh, of course I do. I do, honestly. You've made a big difference to the town. I mean, when I'm sitting waiting for a bus or something, seeing all, particularly young ladies and all these lovely little dresses and things, oh God, I'm so envious of them. Because in my day, 1947, I remember the new look was the skirts down to here. New look. Now the skirts are up just under the bums.
And you like that?
Oh, I do. Yeah. I think it's lovely.
Yeah, me too.
I love to see them.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I've got a couple notes I've just kind of forgotten what I was going to say. I was just looking through my notes. Got some Pop-Tarts, if you're interested.
Some what?
Pop-Tarts.
What the hell are tarts?
You put them in the toaster, very tasty. It's something everyone my age eats.
Never heard of it before.
We could have them after the interview.
Betty refused my Pop-Tart offering and then checked the radio times to see when the rugby was on. I was thinking, God, I hope an elderly French lady turns up. And then one did. Betty's friend, Annie.
Come inside, said the spider to the fly.
You haven't got room for them.
We did have room for her. She replaced Betty in the hot seat, and then we traded swimming pool-based anecdotes.
Two little boys that were running around the pool and having fun. And one of them just saw me like that. He didn't mean anything bad. He saw me like that and he pushed me.
In primary school, we would go swimming like once a week. I was just like, there was this girl in my class. She was quite pretty, and I remember saying to her like, "Hey, I just peed in the pool." Like I thought it was cool. I thought it was like a cool thing. And then she was like, "That's weird." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just kidding. No way. I didn't piss in that. I didn't piss in the pool, but I did." And
you did?
Yeah, I did. So.
But you did purposely, or you did
yeah,
because you had to?
Well, I had to. I could have got out and gone to the toilet, but I thought she would think I'm cool.
Did you know you did all that?
Ha! Delightful. Meeting with Betty and Annie was delightful. But I needed to hear a younger perspective. So I went to a rave in Penryn, Cornwall, a political hotspot. I put a hat on, backwards, to blend in, and got straight into asking the hard-hitting questions. Are you left or right wing?
Rugby?
Yeah, for rugby. Do you play left wing or right wing?
Probably right.
So, politics. I do history and
right
politics. Centrist. I'm taking the shades off of this, mate. This is a serious matter.
Theresa May, yes or no?
Theresa May, definitely no, man. Fuck Theresa May.
I was nervous and I got off to a shaky start.
Okay. First day on the job.
Yeah,
You paid
it is
active?
my first day on the job.
Paid active.
West Ham, let's fucking have it.
But it didn't prove too difficult to get the youngsters on my side. Anyone want to interview a Vice? Viceland?
Yeah.
Because Vice is fucking sick.
And I got the answers I was looking for.
Yes, mate. The fucking idiots who come out and say, oh, white old people have sold our future. No, they haven't. The EU is only as strong as its weakest partner, right? And that is Albania. The reason Germany does get...
Right, we're living in the purge.
Right, okay.
Theresa May is walking down the street.
Right now, baby, fuck.
What do you do?
Got a gun on okay, so, okay, yeah. Actually, that's a good question. That's a good question. I just go fucking grab her face.
You think she'd get you?
Yeah. I'm not gonna go murder her or anything.
Theresa May
Okay,
believes in politics.
Sort yourself out. You've got an entire country and you're only looking out for 10 people.
Sam, turn around.
What's your name?
But my body.
Yeah.
Okay, raves or politics. Look, mate, when you're in the rave, it just takes over.
If I had a biro, maybe I'd give her a little jab.
Nah, ask me a more interesting question.
All right, you get home. Jeremy Corbyn's giving your
Nah,
mum a back
political.
rub.
Why are we talking political?
Not political.
That's what they're trying to. Corbyn's giving my mum a back rub.
Yeah.
I'd be like, fair enough, Corbyn. Like, maybe solidify some of your positions, but also you're quite nice.
Just get me on the voice, yeah?
My rave experience was over. I was more politically aware than ever before, and I was exhausted. After weeks of relentless investigative journalism, I needed a break. I met up with Betty again.
To get here at last.
Yeah. I'd arranged to play a game of cards with her friends. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it. Director Sam and cameraman Reese filled in. My clip-on mic didn't work either and had to be replaced. Last week I went to this folk and cider festival. Have you ever heard of that?
Yes, I've heard of it, yes.
And I was asking people all kinds of questions.
Yeah.
Not a fascist. Not a fascist, guys!
Cider! Cider!
I asked them if they thought it was okay to ever throw a child in the bin.
We universally said it wasn't acceptable to put a cat in a skip several years ago, so putting a child in there is a step above that.
The heavy subject matter persisted during our card game.
And he went up to Liverpool to one of the hangings. This is in my day, I'm talking about when I was in my 20s. I went up to the hanging and he didn't eat for a week after. It upset him that much. It made him so ill.
Yeah, I didn't eat for a week after I watched Braveheart.
Oh, he's gone as well.
Mel Gibson?
Yeah,
Mel Gibson's still alive.
Is he?
Yeah, he's still making movies.
I thought there was
He just said something about the people who shall not be named who run Hollywood. And he got blacklisted a bit. Once I'd reminded Betty of Mel Gibson's mortality, I had one last surprise in store for her.
Because we've
Betty Olcock, I've got a surprise for you, all right? Take a look at this. Dinosaur top trumps.
What is it?
Dinosaur top trumps. This is a card game.
Oh, is it?
The cards were out of the pack. Christian, cameraman and former magician, dazzled us with his shuffling. I ran Betty through the rules, and a thrilling game of top trumps was underway.
Length 9.
3.
0.25.
27.
The game was intense. To take the edge off, we had a slice of cake and a chat about the disappearance of Madeleine McCann. Yeah.
Very sad, wasn't it?
I reckon the parents did it.
Yes.
Do you?
Oh, my son, he was in the police and he reckoned that.
Yeah,
Straight
I think
away.
so.
What if they sold them?
Sold the child?
Yeah.
I don't think.
They could have trafficked them.
Very good. Thank you very much. I've enjoyed your company.
I could tell Betty wanted us out. I got what I came for. A slice of cake and a friend for life. My journey had all but come to an end. To reflect on it, I took a walk by the ocean. The ocean, a body of saline water which composes much of the planet's hydrosphere. Throwing rocks in the ocean makes a splash. A splash is a sudden disturbance to the otherwise quiescent, free surface of a liquid.
Who is he?
Are they The squeaky heckles of those mad cows clouded my thoughts. So I ventured to a truly quiet place to sit and ponder. Took a seat and a wave of memories flooded my mind. A flood is an overflow of water that submerges land that is usually dry. The EU Floods Directive defines a flood as a covering. Have you ever watched a TV show called Gardener's World before?
TV?
Gardener's World.
No.
That's quality.
Lost me garden. Lost me garden.
Over the course of this documentary, I've met people of all ages.
Not a fascist, guys!
With all kinds of knowledge and unique worldviews. I just hope I didn't let anyone down along the way.
Yeah, just get me on Vice, yeah.
I never imagined I'd have this kind of insight.
I've got lots to say and I've got lots to do.
All in all, I learned that the generation gap doesn't really exist. It feels like something that the media is blown out of proportion. Sure, there are differences between old and young, but isn't everyone different? After all, people are just people. And People is an American weekly magazine of celebrity and human interest stories, published by Meredith Corporation, with a readership of 46.6 million adults. People has the largest audience of any American magazine. People had $997 million in